Okay, guys, welcome back to my boy Adamslink. Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. Please try as much as possible to like this video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell notification to get update anytime, any day we upload. And don't forget, I have my co-host here.
Celebrity lockdown.
So, guys, let's talk about yesterday, Democracy Day, Tinubu's falling, and according to him, he say no follow. Say na dobale ain't dobale, but as young as we are, we no go understand wetin happen. Say him, old man, truly understood what happened to him that day. He dobale, but to young men's eyes, na falling for.
Early this morning, I had a swagger, and it's on the social media.
Yeah.
They are confused whether I was doing Kuga or doing Babariga. But it is a day to celebrate democracy. Why doing Dobale for the day? I'm a traditionally Yoruba boy. I did my Dobale. Democracy.
We turn out to comedy. Agbadon. That's why sometimes if you see our youth, we will know this serious, no blame us because cruise too much for the country. See our president, the cash cruise.
It's a cash cruise.
Our whole president, the cash cruise. So what do you expect with a person like me or the junior one go do?
Have to follow Anna.
All of them, the Dobale, they go.
So the cruise there, everybody,
It everybody body, it did blood.
It did blood. Yeah, we cannot stop. The
Blood.
cruise, they all of our body.
You see people never chop for morning till night. It's a cash and cruise they go.
So yesterday, surprisingly, Peter Obi and Atiku, who were opposite, who were contested that time, they actually praised him. Like Peter Obi to say, I was saddened to learn of President Tinubu's unfortunate fall today. I wish him well. We achieved nothing by gloating about an accident that could well happen to any of us. We are all human beings, and while we profoundly disagree on how to move Nigeria forward, we must remember our common human fallacy. Let us stay focused on the issue that will lead to a new Nigeria. May this moment serve as a reminder of our shared humanity and the need for compassion, empathy, and unity in our pursuit of a brighter future for our great nation. Atiku said, I sincerely sympathize with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over this unfortunate incident as he was set to review the parade on Democracy Day. I do hope that all is well with him.
Which I'm very, very happy for that.
Nice one.
That's why they always tell you, say, you see, when it comes to politics.
You know, some people will say, Emi loko, Baba me do where he go dance, Emi loko.
You know, I always tell you, say, when it comes to politics, no enemy.
Exactly.
Nah, either you win or you lose. And if you win, you move on. You lose, you move on. So now, what did they be that? You know me, don't be surprised. All these men, they shit together.
They cheat together now. They'll see each other, hail each other.
Each other.
Now, sportsmanship
but
must be there.
Now we will just like carry for it.
Sportsmanship must be there.
You just be say, now so life to be sure.
Sportsmanship must be there. And let's move forward. I like what one man talk about for all the speech may happen for that Democracy Day. Now this former senator, Shehu, I talks what he make a like. Yeah. And then after that, I'll see play another video, maybe Peter Obi, for really, really praise. In fact, may I play that Peter Obi, may for really, really praise Tinubu. He says so far so good. Tinubu has fulfilled his campaign promises of this year. For Peter Obi,
I would say that President Tinubu have kept to his campaign promises. Throughout the campaign, he consistently maintained that he will continue from where Buhari stopped. And that is done very well. I would say excellent. I'll give him excellent pass mark. And it's very simple, Mr. Chance. Dollar was 460, is now 1,005. Fuel was 238, is now about 700. Diesel was 844, is now 1,415. A bag of rice is 35,000, is now about 80. A bag of beans was similar, 35, is now about 90. Gari was 27.28, is now 49.50. A tuber of yam was about 2,007 to 3,009, is about 10,000. Tomato baskets is about 40,000. That is over 150,000. Electricity is 66 kilowatts, is now over 200. You can go on and on. Our debts, even bread, which is a basic thing other countries are subsidized, like Egypt. Bread, smaller, medium bread was 450 naira. It's not 900 naira. The big one is 900, is 1,005. Our debt, like I mentioned, was 87. By end of last year, it was actually 97. The highest we've done within that short period. Now is over 100 trillion. In fact, this year,
I swear, I no be no listen to that video. I was thinking I praise him and praise Tinubu.
Thank God, say he praise him now because they promise. We Nigeria, we don't use the level we say we ought to think or we ought to get sense. Why I say so? When person say, "I will continue," when the former president stop. Now, when they say, "I will continue," you ought to think and twice. What did the former president do? He did do well before. If he did well, it means he will continue the good work.
Now increase of prices.
You get my point. But now he say he will continue for where the man stop. Which that time we see the cry. We don't know. Say we never say anything. So the man and check it out. Now there you go. Know the person will be say. To many people they see Tinubu they work, and Tinubu will work.
Like me.
I see the look. I pray we work. But when you know person will care for common man, all the price of food stuff with this man measure, you no wrong for anyone.
I be why we talk that one. I be why I'm feeling before I talk that one.
So to let you know,
the guy know specific amount of everything. He no miss anyone.
Bread of 800 now is 1.5 now.
It's 1.5 now. He no miss any single one.
The man know everything. To let you know, say he know waiting market people, waiting common man. The face. Ask Tinubu. Some more be one of rice.
You don't
if you Baba no man no waiting cause am.
If he know, he know. The only thing be say, you see for this minimum wage they talk about, all of them know. Now shared wickedness.
I'm not sure they go.
All people they know they cook for house. How much do they pay monthly before for house? They nobody top them. They know.
So now you're pure wickedness.
So that is Peter Obi praising our beloved president Tinubu for keeping to his campaign promises. So let's listen to.
A day like this will not be complete without appreciating the role played by the likes of Colonel Abubakar Dangiwa Umar, the likes of Chief Abraham Adesanya, Alani Akao Boshorun, and the likes of Fred Eno. Mr. President, even though the governor of Kaduna State removed me from the seat, I will always remember that he was one of those who stood for us when we were in prison. He was among those who kept the torch of freedom alive while many of us languished in the cell. Mr. President, I would like to draw your attention to this fact and this truth. The national anthem cannot unite a nation. A national pledge cannot unite a nation. A constitution cannot unite a nation. A nation is united by the ideals of freedom. A nation is united by equity and by justice. Many younger generations of today have not and couldn't know the sacrifice we have made to restore democracy to this country. It is important that we bring to attention to those who were not here in those days of the struggle. This democracy was not a gift given to us by the military. It was not a lottery that we won. It was a product of struggle and sacrifice. There were people who were forced into exile, like the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and the likes of Wole Soyinka. There were people who were sent to prison, like us. We're supposed to spend the first 15 years of our life in prison, but by the magnanimity of God, we were out. There were many who were dead. This democracy was a product of struggle. The Academic Staff Union of Nigeria made sacrifices. Nigerian media made sacrifices. The NUPENG, headed by the like of Frank Kokori, made sacrifices. The National Association of Nigerian Students made sacrifices. This democracy was a product of that struggle, was a product of that commitment, and was a product of that determination. Mr. President, you have a duty to succeed. If you succeed, you will share your glory because you came from the trenches, you came from that struggle, you come from that period of struggle. Mr. President, if you fail, they will say that those of you who fought for democracy have nothing new to offer to Nigeria. We will pray for you, and we believe that the reforms which you have taken, there is no doubt about it, you too have recognized the untold hardship and the suffering it has inflicted on millions of people. But we are expecting that at the end of the day, it will bear fruit, and people will rejoice and say that the sacrifices that they have made, the consequences of that reforms, was something that was worth all this trouble. Mr. President, thank you for the honor and the privilege, and do something about the Nigerian prisons, because they were the ones who hosted us in those days and in those dark days of the struggle. And on the last call, Mr. President, there are some people who are still in detention as a result of the NSAS protest. They were young people who were protesting for justice, for freedom, and for democracy. Any young protester in Nigeria today learned from you, because you were the father of protest in Nigeria. Do something about it. Give them the freedom. You taught us, you funded us to stand up and fight, so they are your children and your grandchildren. Give them the pardon. Thank you, and God bless.
Man, you talk and finish.
Straight to the heart.
You talk
You now more now fight for democracy.
Anyhow.
If you fail,
any way one feel and take am. Na portable second be that.
I like
You talk am face to face, no talk am for him back.
40% can be that.
When
Because you know the money, no money in the
no
loop.
be money when I say
No, but you cannot compare portable. Why you bring portable there? That is matter now.
Baba, calm down now. Calm down. Must we argue every time?
Oh, why no that portable? Why you bring that portable?
He
Get
talk
integrity.
in mind. What I mean be say he talk in mind out.
There are many people talk their mind like Sheokuti.
Na portable me I want you as example. Now your
If you
example.
give portable example, other children they watch and they will feel say portable na good example.
For
Use a reasonable
portable na
people
good example for saying it's
for
mine
you,
out.
for you.
For saying it's mine out.
person dey say mind hard for person may know the game for for money matter.
No go there. I'm not talking money.
No, there are other people you go. Why you carry portable matter enter this matter now?
Okay, you talking me mind how like Shonkuti.
There are many other people, freedom fighters.
Okay, you talking man how like very that man.
Okay, you feature very bad man, but don't say you call portable name.
You don't do now.
You call portable name for like this kind of matter.
What's the portable do?
Hey, portable is a rat. Portable go call at that kind of place like say go see say person wan give am money, go chop money, he no go talk.
I'm not talking about the money now. I'm talking about the outspoken.
Don't be as portable is not as spoken. Portable is loyal to money.
Okay, I don't hear.
Why you call portable name
You
for
don't
here?
do now. No verse. No verse. No verse.
We don't only portable for all those kind of things. Well, that's all, guys. And thank you very much for watching. So, boy, Adamslink. Catch you next time. Peace.